So I mentioned in one of my other videos that I'd already captured a load of content for this car. What I want to do is I want to give you a little bit of background on the car first, how we bought it, why we bought it, and what we've done to it, what our plans are for it next. I'm not the best at video, I've got to admit, so that's capturing it, editing it, and doing anything else with it, but hopefully it'll make you laugh. And if I can't do it, my sister's good at video, so I'll sling it over to her. Let's go. So let's walk you around, give you a little bit of an insight into the car. As I said, we bought this for the Hot Hatch Giveaways website. It was bought off of eBay. Didn't go and look at it. Just had a chat with the guy on the phone. As you can see, it's got the full leather interior, which is one of the special edition items. Original stereo. Everything is all original in here as well. It's really nice, original condition. 120,000 miles, not too much. Unfortunately, there was no service history given with the car, which I was a bit disappointed about. But for the price of the car, I couldn't really complain. Now we have got other videos coming on this, but basically we've had a repaint done. Now that was because it had a little bit of rust around the windscreen, had a little bit of rust here. I think the roof was faded from memory. It was a bit of a long time ago now, and it had a spoiler put on here, like a Gutman spoiler. So it had been drilled, someone had filled it, and then they'd rattle canned it, and it wasn't the best of jobs. It also had a split in the rear valance in the plastic, so that's been repaired. And basically the story behind the paint is, I took it to the paint shop. He had a look, the gentleman that I use, and he said, I think I'm going to struggle to match this paint. But I said, well, can you give it a go? So we gave it a go, and unfortunately the old paint was faded. So I ended up having to have the whole lot done, which wasn't the end of the world. Obviously it cost me more money, but it looks good for having it done. As I said, there's more videos coming on, not the paint, but there are videos coming on me putting the bumpers on and the body kit on, well, the side spats, trims, because I went to town a bit and ended up painting all them in the original factory colour, put new driving lamps on, repainted the red trims, painted the slam panel, gave it a good clean up under here, so it's original. We've not gone to town. The idea of this car is not to be a concourse car. It's one that's nice, presentable, and someone can enjoy and use. With it being the special edition, it's also got it's got power steering, so that's the fluid reservoir there. And when we bought it, it didn't have the right airflow meter on. So I managed to source the original one, or the original one for the car, one that was meant to be on there. Put that on. It's had a new fuel filter, air filter. Timing bout kit was done by the chap that I bought it off. And yeah, we then put it through for an MOT. Put it in for MOT. It went straight through, apart from... No, it failed on the front wheel bearings, because I wanted to see how bad it was. Went in for MOT, failed on the front wheel bearings, did the front wheel bearings, and had an advisory on the axle beam. So there's another video on me putting the axle beam in, because I took it out and we refurbished it. So it's lovely under there now. So much so, I am going to take the front shocks off and everything on the front corners and paint them before the car goes, because it will complement the rear. We also painted the wheels, new wheel bolts as well. The interior has only been hoovered out at the moment, but that interior is all going to be cleaned up nicely. But it's all there. That's a nice car. Part of me wants to keep it, but you can't keep all of them. We just got a few little things to finish off on this. So I've got to put the rear wiper motor in, and the arm and the blade, the cap on the wing mirror, I can do that. That's not going to be too much trouble. And what else? Need some new washer tubing because this has shrunk. They shrink over time. So I've got some of that on order. What else? Doesn't need much else. Then needs a good run. So I'll get some footage of out in the car. And yeah, it's that's a walk around the car. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've learned a little bit about this car, the history behind it, why we bought it, and what we've done to it. We have got other videos that are being put together at the moment, which show me putting back on the bumpers front and back. I'll go through how we took out and put the axle beam in. We'll also go through the driving lamps that we've put in, the front valance, mounting that back onto the bumper, the body kit as well. And there's a few other little bits in there. So really hope you enjoy our content. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe, like the video, share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one.